Good morning, my friend. I actually finished reading this book already, but I want to repeat the last two chapters. Maybe I'll just repeat the last chapter, very last chapter, sorrow free, so I get a better understanding. Honestly, I didn't understand well what the ending was like. I was kind of impatient. Yeah. Today, a new customer came into the flower shop and she bought expensive things, big bouquet. Many tangerine plants for a restaurant grand opening. Today, Pero's husband called me from work and asked if I can babysit next weekend. It is their second honeymoon. Today, Helen and I were eating leftovers from Bao's wedding dinner, and she told me, "You are right, that fish, no good tasted the day after." I was thinking, today is my lucky day. And then Helen said, "Now I have to admit something. The something is this. I have said many wrong things. I thought I was luckier yet." She said, "I always told you Wenfu was not a bad man, not as bad as you said. But all along I knew he was bad. He was awful." She waved her hand under her nose, chasing away a big stink. So now Helen was confessing everything. Thinks she's going to die, so at last she tells me the truth. "I tried to make you think he was a nice man," she said. "I told you it was only the accident. That's what made him mean. Do you know why?" "You couldn't see clearly," I answered. "You didn't know how much I suffered, how I could never forget. Finally, you can see." I said this so you would not blame Pero. "What are you saying?" I asked, suddenly scared. "Why should I blame Pero?" "Because if you thought Wenfu was born bad, then you might think Pero was born bad. But now I see this could never be the case. You always hated him, you always loved her, and she's nothing like him. So now I don't have to worry anymore. Now I can be frank. He was mean, a very bad man." "You always knew this?" I asked. "That maybe Wenfu was Pero's?" "Of course I knew." Helen frowned. "How could I not know? I'm not so stupid. I come into the room, he's there, you have a gun in your hand, a crazy look on your face, and later, all those years, I saw how much you fought to make Pero yours, just in case. You were never that way with Samuel. Daughters are different, of course, but still, I knew." And Auntie Du knew?" Helen nodded. "Ah, how could you both know and not say anything?" And Helen patted my arm. "Ah, little person, who are you to ask such a question?" After lunch, I told Helen I was going shopping. She said, "Where? Maybe I'll come." I said, "I don't know where yet." And she said, "Good, that's where I want to go too." So then we went next door to Samfuk Trading Company. Right away, Miss Hong opened up her cash register, thinking we were coming in to trade $20 bill. No, I said. "This time I've come here to shop, something for my daughter." Miss Hong smiled big. So did Helen. I was standing in front of the porcelain statues, Buddha, Goddess of Mercy, God of Money, God of War, all kinds of luck. "Do you want something for decoration or something for worship?" Miss Hong asked. "For worship, I can give you 30% discount. For decoration, I have to charge the same price." "This is for worship," said Helen right away. "Not just for decoration," I said. And then I turned to Helen. "This is true. This is for Pero. I am finding something to put inside the little red auto temple. I promised Auntie Du. For a long time already I have been thinking about this, before Pero told me about her sickness. And then I was thinking to myself once again, about that time she told me about the MS. Oh, I was angry. I was sad. I was blaming myself. I blamed Wenfu. After Pero went home, I cried. And then I saw that picture of Kitchen God, watching me, smiling, so happy to see me unhappy. I took his picture out of the frame. I put it over my stove. "You go see Wenfu. You go to hell down below." I watched his smiling face being eaten up by the fire. Right then, my smoke detector went off. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, I was scared. Wenfu coming back to get me. That's what I thought. But then I listened again, and I knew this was not Wenfu's ghost. This was like a bingo blackout. This was like a Renault jackpot. This was Kitchen God's wife, shouting, "Yes, yes, yes." "What does your daughter do?" Miss Hong was now asking me. "Oh, she has an important job, working in a school," I said. "A very high-level position," asked Helen. "Very smart. This one is good for her then." Wen Chang, god of literature. Very popular with school. I shook my head. Why pick a name like Wen Fu's? "I'm thinking of something she can use for many reasons," I explained. "Goddess of mercy then." Miss Hong was patting the heads of all her goddesses. "Good luck, good children, all kinds of things. We have many, all different sizes. This one is nice, this one is $30, this one is very nice, this one is $265. You decide." "I'm not thinking of the goddess of mercy," I said. "I'm looking for something else. Something to bring her money, luck," Miss Hong suggested. "No, not just that, not just money, not just luck," says Helen. We look at each other, but she cannot find the words, and I cannot say them. "Perhaps one of the 8 immortals," said Miss Hong. "Maybe all 8, then she has everything." "No," I said. "I'm looking for a goddess that nobody knows. Maybe she does not yet exist." Miss Hong sighed. "I'm sorry, this we do not have." She was disappointed, I was disappointed, Helen was disappointed. Suddenly Miss Hong clapped her hands together. "Where's my head today?" She walked to the back of the store, calling to me. "It is back here. The factory made a mistake. Of course, it is a very nice statue. No chips, no cracks, but they forgot to write down her name on the bottom of her chair. My husband was so mad. He said, 'What are we going to do with this? Who wants to buy a mistake?' So I bought that mistake. I fixed it. I used my gold pens and wrote her name on the bottom. And Helen bought good incense, not the cheap brand, but the best. I could see this lady's statue in her new house, the red temple altar, with 2 candlesticks lighting up her face from both sides. She would live there, but no one would call her Miss Kitchen God. Why would she want to be called that, now that she and her husband are divorced?" When Peril came to drop off the children at my house this weekend, I said to her husband, "Go watch TV with the children. I have to give my daughter some medicine I found." I took her upstairs to my bedroom. "Peril," I said, "here's some Chinese medicine. You put this pad on your arms and legs. The herbs sink into your skin. And every day you should drink hot water 3 or 4 times a day. Your energy is too cold, just hot water. No tea or coffee inside. Are you listening?" "What are you looking at?" "Oh, that statue? You never saw that before?" "Yes, that's true. Very fancy. Fine porcelain. And the style is good too. See how nicely she sits in her chair? So comfortable looking in her manner. Look at that hair. Look at her hair. How black it is. No worries." Although maybe she used to worry, I heard she once had many hardships in her life, so maybe her hair is dyed. But her smile is genuine, wise and innocent at the same time. At her hand, see how she just raised it? That means she's about to speak, or maybe she's telling you to speak. She's ready to listen. She understands English. You should tell her everything. Yes, of course this is for you. Why would I buy such a thing for myself? Don't cry. I didn't pay much. But sometimes when you are afraid, you can talk to her. She will listen. She will wash away everything sad with her tears. She will use her stick to chase away everything bad. See her name. Lady Sorrow-Free. Happiness winning over bitterness. No regrets in this world. Now help me light 3 sticks of incense. The smoke will take our wishes to heaven. Of course, it's only superstition, just for fun. But see how fast the smoke rises? Oh, even faster when we laugh, lifting our hopes higher and higher. The end. This is the end. Shout out to the author, Amy Tan. Born in America, but her parents immigrated to US, I think in the 40s, maybe? I don't know. During the war, maybe? Alright, I'm grateful for reading this book. This story is very, very touching. It's just emotional. It taught me so much about struggles that my grandparents, even like before my grandparents' generation, had experienced during the war. And also it taught me the struggles, the pain, the hardships women experienced back in the old days. It's very relatable. As a Chinese, reading all these stories just made me feel very grateful for life nowadays. We have owned a much easier life. I mean, we have so many more materials. It's more abundant, and we have so many choices, which could be not a so good thing in the end, because when you have so many choices and too many choices, you don't know what to pick, you don't know what to choose. But back then, you really didn't have choices. You gotta just follow what works. Alright, I'm waiting for my new book to arrive today by a different author, Kazu Ishiguro. I'm excited to start that new book. It's called The Claro and the Sun. Thanks for reading and watching this video. Bye bye.